Hello, good morning, everyone. How are you? Just another day in paradise. So, it's been a little bit since we had our last live stream. So, let me make sure that we are a-okay. Just to provide you the daily updates. If I don't provide daily updates and I say, yeah, there's no stream today, it's because literally there's like little to talk about. So, please do um, excuse me while I'm not online on those days. So, yes, let's begin. As of right now, we are pretty much working on the other project that is a Stellar Gate. Um, yeah, let me just quickly share here a link so that everybody knows we're live because I know I haven't been live for the past couple of weeks. So I just want to make sure I make the correct announcement. All right. So yes. Anyways. So yeah. We are. So the what is this called? The cross chain. I'm putting it a little bit on the back, because I've decided to focus instead on the project while I make my mind rest a little bit because the solution is not as easy as it should be, and there's somebody that has actually helped me to kind of figure out more or less where the traction's at, but it's not that easy. So I will come back to it. Okay, I'm not leaving it behind, and I really do love the idea, but it's coming to the point where it might delay me. So instead, I decided to switch gears into this uh, special project, and I think it's gonna be much more worth it because the mini game, I have to rethink it. All right, the mini game as is right now is not viable for ICP. Okay, so I have to rethink the strategy for the mini game. Now, I could do that, and I will, but at the same time, I think there are things that I can do that will benefit in the end the entire game, right? So I guess as a kind of sneak peek, I will say is that I'm working instead of the mining, okay, and I think I found a solution to the limitations of ICP where mining it's viable, okay. And I know I've been changing a lot of chains because we went from BSC to Phantasma BSC ICP cross chain blah blah blah. So I think I'm going to concentrate on ICP first, okay. So we'll roll out the game via ICP first, and then we'll expand to cross chain. We will make everything so that we can later do the expansions to cross chain, but um, right now the main priority is to finish this mining, and I don't want to take long. I want to make this as quick as possible because then I have an idea of what to do with regards to the tokens, tokenomics, etc. So this is basically the reason why I decided to do mining first, because even in the end, if I go back a year ago approximately, when I was talking with someone, I can't remember who it was right now for my life, but we were thinking about whether to do the FPS first, right? Battle first, or mining first. And I actually said we should do mining first, but everyone was like, maybe FPS because, or this person, because I really don't remember who it was. Maybe FPS first because then people can get to play and do stuff, and that's why we roll out the Unity sample, the Unity demo with the tanks, right? Because we can use that. So I spent a bunch of resources on Unity, but The problem is that we push forward a little bit and we worked on the decks, and then you all know what happened after that with the bridge, the decks, and Phantasma. And so now we're kind of like figuring out, right? Like, if we go ICP, okay, uh, I really like a couple things of ICP, which is the front end and back end together. I really like that. Okay, I really do. I think it's more secure. I think it's more convenient in a sense, the standpoint of blockchain. Okay. The only problem I have is that it takes time for a transaction to go through, which is near a second. It's not slow, but for a real-time game it kind of is. So I have to morph and I have to come up with new ideas to go around that when we talk about uh mini game. Okay, because the mini game can work in the website, but I think it's just, I don't know, I don't like that it might not be as secured as I want it to be. Okay, uh, I can take all precautions and use a server. I mean, we will have to use a server basically, but the way that things are running on the server, I just quite don't like it. Okay, I think that we can do much better with that. So taking into account security, uh, ICP gives me everything I need in terms of security. Okay, it doesn't have the same speed as real time as a normal server would, but um, we can morph the game a little bit, okay, and try to work around that infrastructure. So, uh, minigame wise, I've kind of realized what we can do, okay, with the tank game, okay, but I feel like I need more time to do that. However, I found this mining that can definitely be done. Mining can definitely be done, and it won't be super complex. Okay, it will be kind of easy, and then we will work our way up from there. Okay, so it is web browser based and it will be on ICP. It will, the best thing about this though is that we will make use of the merchant offices, we'll make use of the RA token, we'll make use of the task token. Okay? So we can finally aside from the passports, which everyone could purchase RA, we can finally have a trading because we can do that on ICP. It shouldn't be an issue. Now, NFT wise, I'm not sure yet how we will expand to that. Okay, so because in ICP, people, outside of ICP, everybody thinks about NFTs. Within ICP, we can and we can also not do NFTs. Okay, so you already know from last time that I spoke that if when we do NFTs or trading, it has to be with the RA and TAS tokens. So the marketplace will only support the RA and TAS tokens. If this is the case, and to save time, I think that the best scenario and the best route to do this, like I said, it's mining. And I guess I can say it here, if you're watching the live stream or if you're watching the recording, I guess you can know what I'm working on. So basically, I want to do the mining on the solar system, okay? And we're gonna do some cool stuff with the planets. And we are going to allow people to send basically drones to mine, okay? And the drones are gonna be rented out from the Promenade Terra carrier basically. So the idea behind it is that people can start gathering resources. Okay, they can start trading them. You can start getting ores and all of this, so that when we can do the manufacturing expansion, you can start manufacturing stuff that can later be used in the, let's say, in the minigame. Okay, like if you want to make tanks, right? So the idea from this is that we're gonna focus on mining. There's gonna be trading available. People are gonna be able to do their passports, obviously. Do the trading of the minerals, refine the minerals. All of this we're gonna do web browser based, and then as we progress through it, we're going to offer then NFT. Okay, so it means that you can make it into NFT if you want to. Obviously, the cross chain that I mentioned, we will use that too. Um, and then we are going to do the support for the mini game of the tank battle, right? So ideally, ideally, what we're looking at is that uh, we oh my god. If you hear that, I'm sorry. I would have used my regular microphone, but it doesn't want to work, so I can't do anything about that. I'm stuck with the microphone that will let you even hear the ambulance going around. So yeah. Anyways, so basically, my idea is the following: it's like we're gonna focus on the mining aspect, right? We're gonna make it work. We're gonna work with the ICP infrastructure with a delay, and after that, we're gonna focus on the minigame, okay? With the resources that we have gathered from the mining. Okay, so there's gonna be miners. They're gonna do stuff, right? You're gonna use drones basically to mine, and then you're gonna have the minigame that is gonna make use of those assets, right? And from that, we keep on expanding, expanding, expanding. Then real time. All right. I don't truly know yet. I have to be honest. If we're talking about a 3D environment where we're using the tanks as I showed on the demo on Unity, with let's say AI and stuff, I have to seriously think about it because the infrastructure that we're doing right now, it's a little bit different than what's out there. Okay, so people have done before me all the games. They have done your standard server structure. There's not really like money behind doing stuff, real life money that you can lose, right? So all the infrastructure, people build, and they do different things, and scalability, whatever, doing things in multiplayer with regular servers. But with crypto, this stuff is not really seen. Okay, it's not really seen. So I want to make sure we have the most secure stuff we can do. Okay, so taking that into account, for example, what I mean, let's say you go into a battle, you go in your tank, and suddenly you lose it. So let's say it got destroyed. So we need to show that somehow on the blockchain, right? We need to, we must, because we want to make this a persistent world. But our drawback will always be that on blockchain, the transactions take quite some time. So I have to do a mix between servers and blockchain. And I have to do something that no one has truly done. So if you think about that, I could spend technically I probably an entire year to find out a solution to this, okay? In a way that I like it, that I feel that is secure, that I feel that it makes sense, and that is responsive, okay? Um, but I don't want to take that long, right? So meanwhile, I think the mining module, we switch back around stuff. We're looking at how Stargate is made, whatever. I think the mining module makes the most sense right now with the resources that I have right now. And if I concentrate all my power to the mining module, I think we will have fruitful, how do you say, a fruitful product, okay? Because we're gonna have mining, we're gonna make the use of a marketplace. We're going to allow for people to trade resources. We can tax the resources so that we can have a sustainable game, right? We can also expand to cross chain. people want to mint them and put them on other chains, that's no problem. We can do that, right? And we focus solely on web. So we then do the mini game in a way that it's morphed so that we can support ICP, and we start testing that dynamic. We are looking at strategy basically, right? Purely strategy, not first person yet. All right. If I make all of that work in the way that I think that I want to go with, I feel throughout the entire time will give me time to think how to approach the problem with first person. Okay. So in the end, it's not that I'm leaving behind first person. It's that as I go through all of this, I will be thinking and realizing technologies that I can use to sustain the first person view. We might use Unity, but if I get enough resources that I can reinvest, we might not need to use Unity, which is something that I'm seeing now. Okay, so I have to focus solely on the technologies that I'm using now and see if I can adapt that to first person, real time. Okay, real time. So all of that will take time. So instead of just me researching for about a year or half a year and trying to implement FPS stuff, I can just go through the RTS, learn as I go through it, and apply them to first person. So we'll see. As of right now, I'm really liking what we're developing. Okay, it's pretty basic right now, but I think I've made quite a bunch of progress in the past couple of days, 3 days approximately. I had to let one of the developers that I was working with go because he wasn't doing stuff basically, and I can't be with someone who just doesn't do. So yeah, I did kind of forgive him a little bit because he came back, but then I had to let him go again because he was just not, I go really quick now. Okay, and I just cannot be brought down by someone who just doesn't want to work or works slow, because in my work environment I get frustrated when I don't see things being done quickly that I know can be done quickly. Okay, because I already did pretty much the infrastructure for the entire canisters that I'm using for this project within like a less than a day. I was able to work out the front end within pretty much a day. So that's like super basic. I'm not saying that it's like intense, what, right? But all of that within a couple days, I think it's very good. It's very good achieved. I think I swallowed a fly. I think I swallowed a fly. Yeah, there you go. Like a small fly or something. I got wrecked. Damn, that was nasty. Okay. I don't know where the hell it came from. It's like a random. It's like a mini fly, like a small one. Thank goodness I have my water bottle with me. I got wrecked. So yeah, where was I at? Oh yeah. So we have to do things quick, okay? We have to do things quick because I think it can be done quick. We have technologies that help us to do everything quicker. So hopefully within a week, I can start to reveal what I'm working on, or I might keep it a secret still, because I really want to make an impact with this. Okay, I think it will be really cool. So we'll see what happens within a week, and I think it wasn't a fly. I think it was a hair. I got stuck on a hair. Dang it. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how that goes within a week. Um, and then I have to work on bringing the tokens. So I'm gonna be working with another person, and he's going to be basically he's developed a very intense framework for tokens. So I have to learn his code and work with him to make sure that we can launch our own tokens. So it's gonna be it's gonna be very intense. Okay, but with that, I will bring the RA token and TAS token. So thankfully, I decided to change the tax system because otherwise it will be very painful to bring that into ICP. I talk with someone, I talk with the creator of the infrastructure, and it will mean to do stuff that I just I don't feel great about. So uh, for now, it's a good thing that I switched to tokenomics for RAP and TAS. So there won't be a taxation on transfer. Okay, no taxation on transfer. So um, I'm gonna be working on that so we can do the marketplace. Now the marketplace, how I plan to do it is we're only gonna sustain our data. Okay, no no outside NFTs, only Stellargate NFTs, which makes it very very easy to work with, to be honest. Very easy to work with. So um, I have an idea on how to do that. That will be super super easy and won't waste a bunch of resources. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to the trade of ores and stuff. We'll see how that works. But again, I have to look into the limitations of ICP, and we'll need a lot of testing. So we'll have to provide rewards for the people who test it, and that's why we need the merchant offices to go through. Okay, merchant offices need to go through, so we can do the reward system via tasks. Because if I use raw, um, we might not have enough raw to do tasks, and we need the ICR to be healthy strong so that we can do missions. Okay, so we can provide rewards for people who test stuff, we can do missions, etc etc etc. So yeah, anyways, those are all the problems that I'm basically having, and presently working with the special project, and future we'll be working with the special project. And as of right now, it's looking like special project, tokens, merchant office. That's what it's looking like. We will do government, but I think focus is special project, tokens, merchant office, uh, then cross chain, then government. That's the that's the workflow that I want to follow, um, so we can have that trading. All right. So, anyways, that's basically it then for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you tomorrow 8 a.m. Hopefully to bring you news with this special project. So, anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Peace out. Bye bye.